Hey, what is up, guys? Pete here, back with another episode of the Metal Tongue Podcast. This week we are unstructured. We haven't really planned anything. We're just going to have a general chit chat and see what happens.
Just running it, raw dogging it.
Absolutely. That voice you can hear over there is my good buddy Stu. And like I said, I am Pete. And, well, there's not much of an intro here. Let's just go straight into it, Stu. How have you been? How have you been? You been alright?
Well, hopefully I've been good, but the main purpose of this is because we're travelling back from a festival that we mentioned so many times. People
What festival is that? No one knows what that festival is, Stu.
The Upload Festival.
Upload Festival,
Yes. Upload. It's like Download, but it's Upload. No, we'll be driving back from Download, so our schedules are going to be a bit all over the shop, so we thought we'd just get this chit-chat, this general random episode, because we haven't run out of ideas. It's just our structure has been a bit shuffled around, and obviously we've got some personal stuff going on as well on that week, so we're a bit unsure how our week's going to pan out, so we thought we'd just get this one in there just in case.
Just in case, yes.
Just in
Absolutely.
case, yeah.
So we're actually recording this the weekend before Download.
Yeah, we've had a great time. Weather's been great.
Yeah, so this is the weekend before Download. The weather's been amazing. The weather's been crap.
It was hot. It was wet.
In fairness, right, we may as well just go straight on this. I have been looking at the weather forecast quite a lot.
You've been looking at the weather.
But honestly, the weather forecast has changed about 75,000 times in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, I know. I looked at it this morning and it was supposed to be, it looked worse on the Thursday.
I just want to dispel, the one thing that has been consistent is the amount of rain is not significant.
Yeah.
I've well and truly...
People read the rain lot incorrectly on weather forecasts.
Absolutely. The one thing I will say is that if Download has been abandoned because of weather, then it's all my fault. It's all our fault. Absolutely all our fault.
On mine now it says it's still raining Thursday, but not as bad.
Yeah, I mean, I messaged you last night, didn't I, Stu? And it was supposed to be 30 degrees almost on the Saturday, Sunday, and it's like, oh shit, I've not packed any shorts.
Yeah.
So,
well, it says 17 on Wednesday, 18 on Thursday, 20 on Friday, and 22 on Saturday. And as you know, with the British weather, that is warm.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that is warm. It's interesting. I go into people keep sharing the it's called the weather app on iPhones, and it just shows it's raining. It says 70%. Oh, but the problem is that 70%, right? For example, on Wednesday.
For the entire area, though, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, on Wednesday it's showing that, right, as it's raining between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. So it's 2 hours at the whole day. So 70% of chance of rain for those 2 hours. It's like, it's not that bad.
And the thing is, I think it covers 70% of the area as well. It's not 70% chance. It's actually the area that it covers.
Yeah, it's really weird.
We could be in that small area that it's not. It's going to be fine.
Thursday looks a little bit wetter, I will say. It's supposed to be raining from 8 right through till 1. But again, total is 5 millimetres a day. It's nothing really. I mean, it's just a few drops. So,
like I said to you before, a bit of rain to keep that dust down. Fine.
Absolutely. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, rain-free as it stands. But that's going to have changed since...
I just don't understand how people are looking at the weather like 6 months in advance.
Oh,
oh my God, pack your wet weather gear. No, pack everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I've learned last night. But if it's been exceptionally hot at Download, then we've been wrong. If it's been exceptionally wet at Download, then we've been wrong. But... you listen to this, we're going to look like absolute idiots because we don't know what we're talking about, and the festival's already been.
Yeah, it's already been. The bands were great.
The bands were great. Linkin Park.
Have you seen? Obviously, going on to the bands, when we last saw Limp Bizkit, they did something. They did a festival in Europe, I think it was. They started with Break Stuff and ended with Break Stuff.
Yeah, they did that Download as well.
Yes, that's what I was saying. So we were talking about that Download. We were like, I don't know if they'll repeat that because it might be a one special thing where they just chucked it in. But they did it again. And I looked at their playlist the other day for a gig that they recently did on their festival run that they're doing at the moment. And they're doing it again.
I mean, yeah, cool once, but part of me is a bit like...
don't get me wrong, when they did the last show we saw, it was all the 90s, so yeah, fair enough. For this one, I'm like, they could have added a new song, because they've got a new song. I don't think that was on the playlist, but I think their Download set list is probably bigger, but I know they do a lot of crowd work, so at the cost of a song, they could be doing that.
You say this, right, Stu? Looking at Rock Am Ring 2026, which they will have played last night, I think.
Rock Am Ring.
They didn't start with Break Stuff.
So that's good then, because the one I saw before that was a short set list, and Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sweet Child of Mine, apparently.
No, they do. They do
Cover,
like
scratched up version.
It's like intros.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
So they're like as Fred's talking to the crowd, or they're like warming up the crowd, they'll fill in a gap with instrumental.
I'm with you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they did Metallica with us, I think it was.
So, well, should we talk about Limp Bizkit then? So show me what you got. Hot Dog, Break Stuff, My Generation.
Dad Vibe should be there.
Rollin', Rearranged, Cold Cobra, My Way, Boiler, Behind Blue Eyes, Nookie.
Boiler's one of my favourite ones.
Take a Look Around, Break Stuff. Oh, no, Dad Vibes. Dad Vibes isn't on that one, but maybe.
Well, Dad Vibes was on the one I last. And if they don't, that's sad, because that's one of the greatest fucking new songs.
It might be a miss, though, because they've got it on the one the night before, and the rest of it looks pretty much the same, so...
Maybe it was cut short.
Maybe.
Because when we saw Linkin Park, they started the show, did whatever, and I think there was a delay on them coming on, and we wanted to hear them do Faint. And they didn't, but they did. You know when they like normally have light tests at the end, or when they like start.
Yeah.
Well, they put all the lights up, and all the lights resembled the music video from Faint, and then it was like, so they had the setup there.
Yeah, and
they just didn't have time to do that song. Which
sad when that happens. Yeah. We were just having a general chit chat today. I mean, interesting. I saw Motionless in White at the beginning of last year, so early 2025, and I saw them in the Brixton Academy in London. And there was an incident in the crowd, and obviously after the Brixton issues a few years ago, if you don't know, there were people crushed to death in there, which was quite sad. But the venue reopened then a couple of years ago, and then early last year, Motionless in White were playing there. Did I say Bring Me?
No, you said Motionless in White.
I said say Motionless in White. Okay, my head's all over the place.
It's because we just recorded that.
Yeah, it's because we just recorded that episode, yeah. Hacks, trade behind the secret. Yeah, and the show was stopped for about 25 minutes. I was gutted because there were a load of songs that I wanted them to hear playing.
Brixton's a bit important venue for the industry.
Do you know what happened? They let them play to 11:30. It was fucking great, which is really rare.
Do you reckon they had to pay a
I
fine?
reckon it wouldn't surprise me if Motionless actually volunteered to pay that fine. Yeah, because they were very. You could see it meant a lot for them to be there. Genuinely meant a lot, and that I think
it's getting when external factors affect a show, because when we saw President, which is the new band, and I absolutely love them.
Presidente.
Yeah, right.
Where'd you see them?
Presidente. I saw them at Slam Dunk, and we saw them on the day where I think it was a power cut.
Slam Dunk South, was it?
Yeah, they're about to do Doom Loop, the new song. And it just cut, and they were gone for like 20 minutes, and it was gutted, because you think 20 minutes, that's 4 songs roughly. 3 good songs, 4 songs, if we squeezed them in. And I mean, it's sad, but we stayed there because I wanted to see if they come back on, and they did the right thing. They came back on. Some bands were just fucking walked away.
Yeah, I mean, we've had to do it. We've had some technical issues setting up sometimes. We have to cut a song. We played Norwich not long ago, and yeah, we had some technical issues to start with. Turned out to be a bit of a dodgy. One of our components on our rig failed, and so I managed to work out a hack around it after about 10 minutes. And the sound lady, she was great. She was just like, "Yeah, we're not in a rush. Don't worry about it. Still play a full set." And we're like, "Sound, happy days." But then last year we had some issues, and we had to literally pull 2 songs, which from a 6-song set or 7-song set is quite a substantial amount.
It is really, because if you're only there for a small period of time, you want to try and get as much material out.
Exactly.
As much as your presence.
Exactly.
This is a young band, you know. A young band. I say young band. We've been going a bit now, but it's you know, you're not one of these festivals yet. Which one day we hope you are. There's a couple of bands that we know that we like and support. You know, we definitely want our listeners to support their local scenes. Funny enough, I was talking about, this is a fill your ego a little bit here, Pete. Yes, I was talking about you to someone. Ooh. I bumped into an old friend of mine, and this friend of mine was a face that I'd see at very local gigs. Now, obviously, I don't know whether we've probably explained enough, but we live in, you know, far end of Wales in the south west side of things.
Well, from where we record this podcast from, if you look out the window, you can see the Irish Ferry Terminal. Yeah. That's how far west we are.
Yeah, so, you know, the local scene when I was growing up was very important, because when I did find my identity in music, you know, move away from Britney and pulp and all that kind of shit. I still like pulp though. And a bit of Britney. Oh, get it in there.
You'll have seen some footage of Stu dancing to Britney at Download.
We hope so, yeah. That might not be out yet though, because we'll have to try and...
Oh no, it's going to be released at Download.
Well, it might be. We'll see how it goes.
Maybe not.
I want it to look good, Pete. If I'm singing Britney, it's going to be good.
No dancing?
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's still going to be good. lip syncing, dancing.
Gonna be comedy gold, whatever it is.
I'll see if I can get a cat suit with my fat ass in it. But yeah, so the scene from when I grew up was...
That'll be a box of tricks.
my box of tricks, yeah.
Flight case of tricks.
There's literally from where we are in Pete's house, because we're amateurs and we're not pros, we haven't got a studio.
Subscribe to our Patreon. We don't have one.
No,
they subscribe to a Patreon.
If you look down from his house, you would probably see the bar that I used to go to frequently with my mate, and we used to go and watch bands, local bands, and I think it was like you had like Battle of the Bands, a lot of them.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And you know, this fella was always at one of these shows, and I just got talking to him, and we were on about how the scene has gone and how, you know, it's not what it used to be, and you know, things like that. And I did say about, like, obviously, you've been doing
Havermosh West.
Havermosh West.
Working on a new one.
Yeah, so, you know, I was kind of saying that, and, you know, I think the scene is coming back slowly, and I think, obviously, like, little shows that you're putting on, because the second one you did was a lot more successful, I thought, in my opinion, for crowd work.
The first one was more financially successful.
I know, but look, the crowd work, I thought there was more there.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that's evolved. It's interesting.
Like, younger generation were there.
Yes. And you've got to keep that momentum going. It's quite difficult trying to nail down dates as well for these things, because venues get booked up.
Yeah.
But yes, also one thing I've noticed, especially living where we are, there's a lot more band t-shirts, and alternative people.
I've seen so many more alternative kids walking around, and I'm like, fist pumping the air, going, yeah, come on, because it's you know, my kids, especially my son, you know, he's kind of, when he went through school, obviously wearing school uniform, you couldn't represent the bands you listened to. I was very blessed. I found, you know, one of my best friends, who I call my hetero life partner, because we knew each other since we were babies, and we were in the same set of music, so we had our own crowd. But, like, my son didn't have a crowd, because no one really discussed what music they were into, or he didn't have that group. It's only now when he's gone to college, he's seen people in these band t-shirts. And a group of friends he's, you know, talking about, it's like, yeah, there's so many more of them again, you know.
I was definitely the same though with that. I didn't really have my own.
No, and it's difficult, because you want to talk about bands, you want to find bands.
Exactly.
He's been supporting a lot of local gigs. He went to Carmarthen a couple of weeks ago. And
Kind of then?
There was a lot of alternative kids coming out of that venue, and I thought, yeah, that's brilliant. I think, so definitely support your local smaller bands, you know.
Definitely.
I think it's very important.
It's one thing, I being in a small local band, it's quite...
You say local, you're quite spread across.
We are. Let's say local. We're South Wales.
South Wales.
Yeah, we are all spread out. Yeah, I mean, John's in Cardiff, and I'm over here in West Wales, so we're about 2 hours apart.
Yeah.
On a good day with no traffic. But one thing I would say is it is like, go and support local music, because that's how you discover bands. Bands don't get big, and bands pack it in. I saw yesterday there was a band going on hiatus, which is really sad.
Yeah.
You know, you want bands to play to people.
Yeah.
And actually, one of the best gigs we ever played, Havermosh West 1 was one of our favourites, actually, not 2, 1. And 2 was one of our favourites, don't get me wrong, it was a great gig still. But Havermosh West 1 stood out in particular. But then also, going to Scotland in Edinburgh, we played Legends Bar, which is sadly no longer with us. There was a bit of shady undertones going on there. And we played there in the last weekend. I don't know what capacity it was. There must be like 400 people in there, rammed, sold out gig, and it was just class. And Stu can put this video up, because I went into a mosh pit in our slow song.
Oh, is that where you got your back?
I got my back snapped in half.
Yeah.
And it was a month before it got better.
The video Pete sent me was a lot clearer than the one they put up on their page, because when you see it, you realise how surprised he was walking.
My back. And I did 95% of the driving on that tour as well. That was
Speaking back to your Havermosh West, at the first Havermosh West, interesting fact, I was mistaken for a famous person.
Who is this person?
I was mistaken for Dan Fogler from Fantastic Beasts: The Way to Find Them. And then at Havermosh West 2, that same person was there again, ran up to me and went, "Oh my God, it's you again."
Made friends.
Yeah. So apparently I look like the guy, which I could see when my hair was longer. I did look like the guy from Fantastic Beasts: The Way to Find Them. But
it's interesting. I got stopped outside Cardiff train station once. This is when I was 18, someone thought I looked like Danny Warsnop, and I had the same hair at the time. And do you know Danny Warsnop?
Yeah.
Singer?
Yeah, I can see it, though.
Yeah, you can see it now.
I can see it now. You've said it.
Yeah.
I've been mistaken for Dave Grohl by an ex-girlfriend's mum. She said, you look like Dave Grohl. I was like, really?
Oh, God. Oh, do you know who else you look like? The singer the drummer for Nirvana, actually, as well.
Yeah.
You look a little bit
There's
like
a group of us. I think we need to start a committee.
Start a committee. The Dave Grohl lookalike committee, yeah. There's lots of you looking in there.
If they share the same sperm donor, then 100%.
Oh, God,
yeah,
can you imagine? Oh, there was a Netflix program about that, about something very similar to that. That was
the guy with all the kids that got together because he donated so many times to a sperm bank, and they used the sample over and over and over again, and he ended up having like fucking.
Yeah, because you just go, oh, that was.
Can you imagine? By the way, I didn't have a sperm donor. I do have a father, but we don't go into that subject. He's a
very nasty person, naughty boy.
So I don't have a sperm donor, but yeah, there is someone there, but yeah,
biological,
sadly.
My dad's dead.
Nice. nice way to come in on that one. That was cut really sharp.
I know. I always do that.
Yeah. I mean, you got to make of it what you got to make of it.
I know.
The cards were dealt.
Exactly that. Yeah, I was dealt that play, and it wasn't great, to be perfectly honest. But it is what it is. I tell you what, I'll move on.
Yeah.
I found some new music this week.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of a band called From Ashes to New?
Yes.
Yes. I fuck with them, Stu. They released an album a couple of months ago, and it's really good. And I've gone back and I found some songs I quite like. I'm really enjoying their new album, Stu. It's really good.
I've been jumping back into Faith No More a little bit at the moment.
Okay. That's not new music.
No, it's not new music, but I've been jumping onto them. But I tell you what, there is new. Evanescence have dropped an album.
Oh, they've dropped an album now, have they?
Yeah, it's all right. I've only given it one listen. Okay. Normally it takes me a good couple of listens to give my full verdict, but structurally, it is an Evanescence album. Which obviously reminds me that Drowning Pool have re-released Sinner. That'll be on vinyl for the 25th anniversary.
Is it re-recorded or is it just re-released?
No, they just added 3 bonus tracks on it.
Okay.
It's not
something.
Yeah. And August Burns Red, Season of Surrender should be out.
Oh, cool. I'm not really... Are you a big August Burns guy?
I did have a phase where I did like some of their songs, but, to be honest with you, it's one of the ones that just on my radar a little bit.
Whitewashed, what an intro. I absolutely love that intro. Funny enough, Gareth wrote a song. I say wrote a song. He kind of gave us a demo, a couple of tracks. I think it was Gareth anyway. Either Gareth or David. And they'd literally... I think it was Gareth, actually. He'd rinsed August Burns Red, that riff. He never listened to the band, but he pretty much rewrote Whitewashed. It was wild. So obviously that got scrapped. But yeah. I've been really jamming. So From Ashes to New's new album, I've really enjoyed that, actually. Die For You, banger. Forever as well, really good song as well. Just a couple of standouts. And Amity Affliction, House of Cards, because obviously there was a bit of drama there with the Amity Affliction. Have you heard about that?
No.
You listen to Amity Affliction?
No, it's like that Bring Me whole thing. They were in that.
I love the Amity Affliction, right? And they're a little bit basic in some aspects, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but they've got a formula that really works, and they've really got some banging songs. And then the singer who's the clean singer who's played bass, he had some substance issues by the sounds of it, and some alcohol issues. I don't want to say it's factual, it's just read between the lines. Anyway, he was departed from the band, and they've replaced him with the Kingdom from Giants bassist, or now ex-bassist of Kingdom of Giants. And he put a new album out. It's really, really good, man. The album's called House of Cards. Well worth a listen to. When I first heard some of the songs, I was like, and I've just been listening to it, and I just been like, this is really good. It's just really good.
Well, new things. I checked out that Machine Gun Kelly Limp Bizkit song.
Oh, you did? Yeah, from that
It's got such a hook on it, isn't it?
It's quite good.
I mean...
I've not really listened to it since I've listened to it the first time.
I've rinsed it a few times. obviously
Fix
big
your
Limp Bizkit
fucking
fan.
face.
Yeah. All around the world. It's just catchy.
Yeah, it is,
does get stuck in your head.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the band I've been fucking with at the moment, and only literally some of their songs, and I think I'm going to make a big deep dive on them.
Yeah.
Is Currents.
Oh, Current.
Yeah. Currents.
I bought tickets to see them still. I'm very excited.
Currents are definitely on my radar for for me, like new band.
Currents.
My cable keeps hitting fucking stage props.
It's fine. It's not a stage prop. It's Jazz's ramp, but yeah.
Oh, I thought it was one of your stage props.
But
I thought it was what you used to stand up on, but that's the box.
Yeah, they're in the back room. No, but yeah, it's Occurrence are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, I met Brian after they supported Plotting You outside, and he was chatting. I was chatting to him for a good 15, 20 minutes. What a nice guy he was. And I did give him some feedback on the EP they released.
Oh shit, mate!
I said I've been jamming this EP non-stop, and I've got one criticism. He goes, "Oh, go on then." And I said, "It's not long enough. I want the full album." And he said, "Oh, funny story. We're back in the studio in December, so and obviously we're in May now. So new Currents maybe this year, baby."
I think I managed to catch them at Slam Dunk. Because I think they were download last year. Were they?
They were at download last year.
Yeah, I didn't get time to see them, but they were on my list to go and check out if I could. But no, I definitely got to catch them at Slam Dunk.
So I discovered Currents back
after eating some raisins.
Yes, that was true. No, I discovered Currents when they opened for Miss May I, headliner, Fit for a King main sport, which is why I went. Void of Vision, who are no longer playing, and Currents opening. Oh, Currents, man.
What would you say is your best gig that you've been to for a lineup? I can tell you one of my worst.
Oh.
One of my worst was when we went to see Buck Cherry,
Bun
of a Soup, and Steel Panther. Now, I like Steel Panther, but I can't be bothered with them at the moment. Yeah, and I'm going to get shit on for that. But when we saw them there, once you've seen Steel Panther in a circulation, you've seen them. It's the same tone. Bone of a Soup, I've seen. They were probably the best on that show, and I've seen Bone of a Soup so many times, and they always put on a good show.
Yeah, it's really.
But that lineup just didn't transcend for me.
It would probably be an older one. I mean, I think I saw. Right, so probably the best. Right, now hear me out. Now the best lineup I saw.
Not at a gig. This isn't a festival.
Yeah. Hold on. 201. I think it might well be. It could be this one. Amity Affliction headliner. North Lane. Stray from the Path. Wage War.
Oh, Wage War, yeah.
All bands I like. I don't know. It's really hard, man.
Do you know? Yeah, it is hard. Because I've got two that stand out for me.
I saw Amity Affliction, Fit for a King, Sea Space Cowboy, and Gideon. The top two of those are god tier bands for me. Fit for a King being my favourite band of all time. Sea Space Cowboy wasn't my vibe. It just felt like historical metalcore, not done as well as historical metalcore bands. Gideon were good fun, mind. But then, we also saw Amity Affliction with Dream State and Endless Heights, but we're Plotting You. But then again, I mean, it's really hard. I absolute god tier, like really good line. I really struggle with because I often find there's two bands I exceptionally like on a bill. I mean, Fit for a King just came round and they had Memphis Mayfire, again, a band I've really loved for a long time. But yeah, I find it really hard because, I mean, I'm sure I saw Beartooth and Amity Affliction on a tour together, which, again, really good. But it's like, was that as good as it gets? I mean, I wish I'd gone to see Beartooth, Motionless, and Stray from the Path a few years ago. That would have been good. But yeah, it's really hard, man. Really hard.
I keep all my posters for the gigs I go to on my folder because I love looking back sometimes. But one of the big ones that stand out for me was when I went to see Static X in Cardiff. Now I went with my mate Danny, and we got a good spot on the balcony. The bar was just around the corner.
You old fucks.
Yeah, I can't do crowds anymore. I can't do mosh pits. I'm too fat to crowd surf. I'll kill someone, so it's best not to. But we were a good spot on the top. The bar was literally around the corner, so I could just nip around, get a drink, and come back to him. Back when I was drinking, I don't really drink anymore. But
To get a drunk.
it was opening was Dope, who we all know was the lead singer for Static X at the moment, The Mask. Wednesday 13 from he did Murder Dolls with Joey Jordison.
Okay, yeah.
And again, really good. And then Soil.
I've heard they can make you shit yourself.
What, Soil?
Soiled.
Soiled. And then Static X. And for me, the bill was good, but every performance that played that night played to their heart's content, played really well, and everything just, it had a good flow.
Yeah.
But every band were consistently just as good.
Yeah.
For me, and I know that some of those bands on there aren't everyone's cup of tea, but to see them all there, it just set a really good night.
Yeah.
For those bands. Another one for me is Thy Art Is Murder, Killswitch Engage, and Parkway.
That was a good one. Yeah.
That was a good one. I think it stands out for me because that's the first one I got my wife to the barricade to see Killswitch.
Yeah.
When you all fucking deserted me during the Wall of Death.
Oh, when we ran across.
Yes, and I was just saying to Kate, right, the plan is, once this band finishes, the smokers will go have a fag, the drinkers will go get a drink, people will move back because they might not be into Killswitch, they might just be there for Parkway, or they might have just been there for Thy Art Is Murder. It happens. And I said, that's our moment to strike the barrier and get your hand on the barrier. Once your hand's on the barrier, you're done. And then a couple of minutes in, watching the band, I think I look over to look for our other friend who's got his son with him, and all of a sudden I see him running from left to right. I realise I'm in the open zone of the Wall of Death.
Yeah.
And I turn around to tell you guys, I think we need to leg it.
We're already legging it.
You're already legging it.
Yeah, this is a while ago. I mean, I have to say, yeah, Killswitch were fine on that. I mean, I enjoyed that as Murder.
Killswitch is one of my favourite all-time favourite bands.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think for the tone of a night, I think to have those bands, like I mentioned, like Steel Panther, Buck Cherry, and Bone of a Soup, they're all bands in their own right. But I think on a bill, it was odd.
Do you know that the pizza guitarist for Killswitch recorded Parkway Drive's early stuff?
Adam D, yeah.
Adam D, yeah. That's
Adam, he does a lot of producing. I think his brother did a lot of producing for Killswitch in the early days because Adam D was actually original drummer.
Yes, I did hear this.
But yeah, he's a very intelligent man when it comes to producing music. You know, he knows what he's listening to and what he's putting out there. And I mean, as far as I understand, Killswitch is just getting better and better in the music. But
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh.
The alarm has sounded. The blood sugars are dropping, but they're not critically low.
Get some chocolate down your mouth.
This episode is sponsored by Cadbury Chocolate Fingers.
Have a cheeky finger.
Oh, I love a chocolate finger, Stu. What was that? What was that? For context, Stu's playing fart noises through his phone
I've been
into the
sat here
mic.
giggling like a fucking school kid waiting for you to come back. I was going to get it to swear, but let's got that. It fucking tickled me. I was just sat here trying not to give it away. You know when you're like holding a laugh? You walked in the room and it just went...
I wondered why you were laughing.
Oh, these are the noises I use sometimes for our stupid edits for our videos.
Cadbury's or Galaxy?
Oh.
You can only have one for the rest of your life.
See, I say Galaxy because I grew up loving Galaxy, but the rich milk chocolate does hurt my stomach.
It's Cadbury's all day, man. I do like Galaxy, but it is Cadbury's.
I think with Cadbury's, they've got more diversity in what they can bring to the table because you've got chocolate fingers. I love a chocolate finger.
Yeah.
You've got mini eggs. Did you see the guy that stole all those mini eggs from the shop?
No.
So basically, this guy was... well, this is off the topic of music, by the way. We're on to chocolate now. But this guy went to the shop and he basically was like... he was in the police station and they were showing him videos of him constantly stealing from shops with a shopping bag, with his missus, and this, that and the other. And then the last clip they showed was him walking into a shop around Easter, and there's a big display of mini eggs. And he just drops his shopping bag, picks up the whole display, and just walks out the shop.
That is wild.
It is wild. I mean, the price of mini eggs these days, I'm not to blame him.
£100,000 worth of eggs stolen.
Yeah. But that's fucking crazy.
Did you hear about the Kit Kats that got stolen? 400,000 F1 Kit Kats got stolen.
Did they?
From a lorry in Poland, yeah.
No way. I thought it was a joke.
No, I'm pretending serious, yeah.
Do you want to know a joke?
Go on.
The Spanish... he's beeping again.
It's fine. All good.
Spanish magician basically said to this couple, I'm going to disappear on the count to three. And he goes, unos, dos, poof, vanish without a trace.
Oh, no. Oh, that's...
I've been saving that one for you for a while.
I like that. That's fucking funny. And when I pick up Carlos and Lauren, I'm going to tell them it. Yeah. So, Carlos, you've heard that joke from me, but I heard it from Stu.
Yeah, you can act like it's your joke.
If I remember it. Oh, dear me. That was quite funny.
Yeah.
Back onto musical topic. More music I've not discovered this year. Beartooth are dropping a new album.
Yeah.
Called Pure Ecstasy.
Yeah.
And this comes freshly off the back of the news that Caleb Shomo has come out as a gay man, which good for him. I followed Beartooth for a long, long time. In fact, I got their first ever release, which was an EP, which I can't remember what the EP was called, but it was a free download from redbullrecords.com, and I remember seeing them support of Mice and Men, and I got a pick from the guitarist. I was young then. I was young and
in the front.
Handsome. Yeah, I was literally front row. Not that Taylor's from their old guitarist Taylor Lumley. He gave me a pick because I knew all the words.
I got a pick from Killswitch.
Did you?
Yeah. Joel's.
But they're fantastic. But just before COVID, I know I saw Beartooth. It might have been with Amity Affliction actually. That was probably another good lineup. Going back to that. But the singer was literally Caleb was sort of saying about how he nearly didn't play the show because he was going to kill himself and stuff like that. It was really heavy.
Yeah.
Did a speech, and it was like quite hard to hear that flesh to flesh. He suffered for a long time with his mental health.
Yeah.
So when they did their last album, he'd obviously found some sort of form of happiness and stuff, and he's really had the chance to express himself. Because, I mean, if you don't know, he was in Attack Attack, and he joined them when he was 14. So I don't think he really had that teenage years to...
find himself.
Exactly that, because he was in the
Some
touring
people
band.
don't, but I mean, some people don't because of the pressures of an image of society. I mean, you look
But
back.
he was around drugs and alcohol from age of 14 until his early 20s.
So he couldn't really find himself.
Exactly, so I think he's finally had that opportunity. And I'm really happy that he's happy now and stuff like that. And having said that, I do feel sorry for the wife of 14 years that...
Yeah, but it can't be helped.
It can't be helped. No. Oh, no, I'm not saying that. But it's still... It's
another race car.
Another race car. It's a happy situation, but it's also a sad situation because...
Yeah, it's a marriage and love that... One side's been invested in. They've both been invested in. Let's face it, right?
And they've been invested up to this point, but it's now that's finished.
Yeah, it's and it can only continue one way, and that's going to separate ways.
Exactly.
But they can still support each other. One of my favourite interviews is, I think it's not long ago, of Judas Priest. Do you know much about Judas Priest?
I know Rob Halford is a singer.
Yeah. Obviously they did like songs like Breaking the Law. They did a lot of
Breaking the Law.
They defined the genre back then a little bit, well, quite a lot actually, especially with his vocal range. And I found it really funny that he did. I think they had an award or something, and he opened up with his speech and went, "Oh, I'm the vocalist, or Rob Halford. I'm the gay one," in like a jokey tone.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of makes you understand that obviously he's been out the closet, or whatever you want to say, because some people might not use the term closet, because when you're hiding yourself, it's difficult.
Oh, closet's American. We have wardrobes, mate.
Wardrobes, yeah. And he obviously came out during a time where
it was harder to do so.
It's because the prejudice. Me and my wife talk about the prejudice on being gay, lesbian, or whatever these people want to identify as or whatever. It's kind of difficult, especially if you look back then when it was so dark and like people would get beaten up for that, and. I think with the metal community, it's such a... We talked about on previous episodes about the trolls and people who just want to be keyboard warriors and just diss people, which really brings people down. Blood sugars. But
They can't hear that. That's through the computer.
Is it? Never mind. But I find it's one of the most open and accepting communities of disabilities, trans or gay or anything in that environment. They heard that one.
I heard that one, yeah.
And I think that's such a wonderful place to be, but it's growing up, when I was growing up, a bit of a dark subject. I don't know if you heard about Sophie Lancaster. They've just announced her at Download, their charity again this year. And they do a great cause, and I think back to then, when I was growing up, it was difficult to wear the clothes I wanted to wear around certain areas, because if I knew I was going to town, I would wear... I met Kate, and I still had this hoodie, and it was a Fat Bastard hoodie, spelled PH. And I used to wear that, and that was my disguise as just a normal person, because people would hate on... we were called crusties back then. I don't know if you had any terminology for you.
Emos.
Yeah, emos came through then, but we were crusties back then. They say, we're unwashed. Well, actually, we're very clean.
Absolutely. The one thing I will touch on with that is I have found that actually through the Sophie Lancaster, I know he's been one of the guys that's been...
He's been in the news lately, isn't he?
Yeah, because he's due for... He's been granted release for parole. And I've seen some equally disgusting comments about him on that. And it's like, I understand where those comments are coming from.
Yeah.
But to me, they're just as bad.
Yeah, don't fight fire with fire.
No, exactly. And you're saying, he should rot in prison, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he's done something absolutely heinous and stuff. But we should be the bigger people, and we should be the people saying, you've served the justice that's been deemed appropriate. Yeah. You can disagree with that, but that's not his fault.
No, it's not his choice either.
I mean, it is his fault.
I said it's his choice, but it's the correctional system that chose his sentence.
Criminal justice system,
yes, sorry. They chose his sentence, but what he did with his mates was horrendous and wrong.
Absolutely. And
I don't condone violence, no matter what shape or form.
No, and that's exactly where I'm coming from. And I think people are very quick to say, some people should, spend the rest of their life in prison, which is appropriate in certain circumstances, yes. But we subscribe to a criminal justice system, and it's been determined that he's fit for release. And I work within this system as my main source of income. And I know from experience how much effort goes into making sure someone is actually fit for release and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I'm not biased in that aspect, because some people are not fit for release, but he has been determined to be fit for release, and he needs to be given that space to look at it. Because, at the end of the day, not forgiving for what he's done, but who is the same person at 17, 18, what they are in their late 30s, 40s, whatever it is? It's a really difficult one.
It is difficult.
I'm not saying what he's done is justified, and that the loss he's imparted on people is horrendous, absolutely. Horrendous. But there's also, we have a criminal justice system, and calling him horrible, disgusting names online is just as bad as what he did in some aspects.
I always teach my children less is more. So if you want to get back at people, don't react, don't give them to them, because you live in the head rent free.
But also, campaign for stricter sentencing then.
Yeah.
That's the side of that coin. Campaign for stricter sentencing, because that's really the argument you're having. It's not that this person should stay in life. You think, actually, I think that what he did deserves more time, which is a separate issue. Yeah. But sorry, that's a very serious. We've gone very serious.
Very serious. No, I kind of want to highlight that also.
But I do think there is a slight hypocrisy with we're loving, very accepting. It's like unless it's a go, and I understand that. I do understand that sentiment. But if it's throughout the whole of society, I think as well.
Because I don't think that judgment's ever gone away from outside the metal community. Because my son walked through Carmarthen and some horrible things were said to him and his mates.
I've never had comments.
You've never had comments.
No.
You're very lucky.
Actually, that's a lie. When I used to play football, I played for Pontypridd and
Cool shit footballer.
yeah, I was a goalkeeper. But I used to play for Pontypridd Town, as they were now, Pontypridd United. And I used to get, why are you training with skinny jeans? How can you walk in those? Blah blah blah. And then 5 years later, they become more in fashion for mainstream. All the same people are wearing them. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to, but I wasn't like nasty. It was like, what are you wearing those for? Come on, like blah blah. It was like taking the mick out of that.
The fashion's weird, isn't it? In no matter what way you look at it, it's like my daughter wears big gold earrings, and she's got a very eclectic taste in music. You can go from one end of the spectrum to the other, and I find it quite funny. But like if you look at like how you wore skinny jeans, I couldn't stand the sight of skinny jeans because I was all cargo and big baggy trousers when I was growing up. You know, but
I've moved away from skinny jeans recently. I've gone to slim fit jeans. I mean,
Some skinny to slim fit.
I know this sounds really stupid to you. You probably don't see much of a difference.
Not much, no.
But like to me, those extra couple of inches are massive. Like,
well, we like to wish that, don't we?
But no, generally, like I've moved to slim fit jeans now, and I've got rid of all my most of my skinny fit jeans. Like, so really.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't shape a man well.
What, skinny jeans?
Yeah.
I used to have some great legs, Stu.
No, I know, but the legs are great, but then the body doesn't fit the legs. It's like
there's a bit of that, yeah.
Yeah, do you see what I mean? Like the legs are tightly in there, and the body's like a.
No.
It's like a Michelin man. If I wore them, I'd look fucking hilarious.
I'll have to go to talking to acceptance to bullying the fuck out of me.
Yeah, but this internal, it's friends.
That's fine.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we can kind of talk about within the music industry from people hating from outside, from the love and care on the inside.
Absolutely.
But I think what's really important to remember, though, is the fact that like we're all here to have a great time. And I think, and when we go into the mosh pit, it isn't to cause pain or hurt to other people. It's just to fucking get that shit out of us, I suppose. Some people just want to burn that energy off.
Do you want to know an interesting fact about me and mosh pits, Stu?
Never been in one?
I've been in one.
One. I've probably been in about 6.
Orbit Culture, download 2025. Yeah. I lost my mosh pit virginity, my entire mosh pit virginity.
Jesus Christ, that was a wide one.
I'm discounting when I jump off stage into mosh pits at our own gigs because that doesn't really count. Because I jump in and then I jump out again.
they disperse.
I start shit. I jump in and I just start. Oh, here he is. All right. I jump in. I start a bit of a ruckus and I get out.
Slam you back against the wall.
I'm like the CIA guys who hop in, cause some issues, let them start fighting, and then get out.
I normally
conspiracy theories on the Metal Zone podcast.
I normally find myself on the end of the pits. A fun little story. I remember my first Download festival, 2012, the wet one, as you remember. We argue all the time, but we went there, and I was with my friend Sam. And Matthew.
Might be the third wettest on record, depending how the next week goes.
But we went to see Machine Head, one of the great bands, and we were stood there. And I remember Sam, obviously a veteran at Download at that point. He's been a few times. He looked in the front, kind of looking around, and I know I'm demonstrating because no one can see me. He looks behind him. Scans around, and he went, "Oh."
Still demonstrating.
He goes, "Oh fuck," and I'm like, "What?" He went, "We're in between pit territory." And I went, "What do you mean?" He went, "I bet you when they kick open a certain song, the pit's going to open in front and the pit's going to open in back." And within that song struck on, and we got pinched in so tight. And as you know, Peter, I'm a strong, tall man at 5'5". I got wedged. I got wedged between Sam and Matthew.
Yeah.
And the entire set, my legs didn't touch the ground.
Oh dear.
They were literally. I was literally shoulder to shoulder wedged, and my feet didn't touch the ground for the rest of the set.
Oh God.
And we moved with the pit, so as the pits were opening and moving this side and that way, we were.
I'm too old for that shit now.
Yeah, I like to have a chair and sit down and stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down.
What other gigs you got coming up this year, Stu?
I've got President. Well, I got President and Papa Roach. I can't remember what order they're in, but I got those coming up after Download. It's quite a busy year for me because I normally have 3 gigs and a festival. This year it's turned out to be 2 festivals and 2 gigs. Last couple of years we haven't really done many gigs because of the cost.
It's gone up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got Breaking Benjamin next month. and I've got
Well, you've got Currents. You've mentioned that one.
Currents, yeah, and I've got I Prevail,
I Prevail. Yeah, I would love to go to that.
as well
one.
as some of my own.
You're gonna plug it.
Shall I plug it? 4th of July, celebrate Independence Day with the American band Thorn in Club Ivo Bach in Cardiff. Tickets available now.
The American.
They are American, yeah.
Oh,
They're a thrash band from America. And then
cool is that?
we are headlining the Queen's Academy in Newport on August the 8th, Saturday.
who's supporting?
Convey,
Yeah,
and as well as Contrasts.
Contrast. Yeah, you've
That'll be a fun
done
one.
you've done a couple of contrasts.
Contrast played Have Wash Rescued.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got the number.
Do you know who
one
I'm a
for
bit of a fan of?
that one. Who?
Collapse the Void.
Oh, Collapse the Void boys! Give a shout out to Collapse
Oh,
the
yeah.
Void.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bangers.
When I went to pick up my son in Carmarthen a couple of weeks ago, I was listening, just put the Collapse the Void on. Cause
What song?
I just put them on, like, you know,
fair
whatever their top playlist is.
You tried, you gave it all.
Yeah. Gave it all.
What could you do? It's not enough.
No, Rat King's one of my favourites of theirs.
Rat King!
And I'm going to have to look it up. The other one that Ollie sings on, I like that one.
Yeah.
Can't remember what the name of that one, but Ollie sings on it.
Yeah, the red one.
I'm going to have to look it up.
fuck.
'cause, yeah, I feel like a fake
Sorry.
fan.
I'll tell you who I've been enjoying recently,
Yeah,
local band-wise,
Yeah.
as well as Collapse the Void, obviously, is our Scottish friends.
Crimson.
See, red, I was right. I was right. Interesting fact about that song. Do you want to know some background? They detuned the entire song,
Really?
programmed by the thing. They dropped they recorded everything and they just dropped it a bit. Yeah, interesting.
Oh.
Vocals as well. Interesting.
I do really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a banger.
I'm not going to name my favourite Collapse the Void songs. I think no,
I am.
no,
Deity.
no,
Love
not,
Deity.
Not
Oh my
Collapse the
God.
Void ones. I've done that one. I mean, State of Deceit songs because I've done that in a previous podcast. So
What
you
were
have to
they,
go
Stu?
find it.
So there's a Scottish band called The Colony who we've played a few gigs
Oh, yeah.
with. And I tell you what, fucking hell. From Misery, what a song.
Yeah.
Absolute banger. And there's another one that's in my playlist that I stick on shuffle as well, which is, once I get to it, I really like, is Forever Seeking. Yeah, Forever Seeking and From Misery. Absolute bangers.
Sea King as in a sea king? Or Sea King as in Seek and Destroy?
Forever Seeking. Seek and Destroying, yeah.
Yeah.
From Misery. The Colony, yeah.
Colony.
From Glasgow.
It's good though.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's important to check out some of these bands.
Absolutely.
You know, obviously been lucky enough to kind
I
of
do
see.
want to say, like, Collapse the Void are fucking legends and lovely
Yeah.
guys, and the
This is-
Colony.
I was just about to
fucking
say,
such nice guys.
I've
as
been
well.
blessed to come along and see you perform on some of your gigs.
Blessed. That's one word.
Well,
do you come to a gig?
I'm blessed for the fact that I've been able to kind of see some of these other bands and meet some of them,
Yeah.
and meeting some of the Collapse of the Void boys, and actually hanging out with them at Download. I think.
I should say Ollie's actually played drums. The drummer's actually
Yeah,
played drums
he-
for us a
he
few
did,
times. So
and I mean,
an
I did-
absolute
you
sexy
know,
beast.
It's quite a lot to step in for another band, and even when you're performing your own band,
Yeah.
you know that's quite a big shoe to fill
Yeah.
because you've got a lot to know, and
We did a mini tour and he did double sets each night.
yeah, I mean
What a
that's
fucking legend.
that's difficult. So I'll take my hat off to him.
I did hear he has lost a few screws. They're not loose. They are lost.
They are lost.
Yes. He also likes planes like I do, so I messaged him plane stuff as well.
Oh, you fucking do.
Do you remember at Download the other year? Because we were camping near them, weren't we? And we were like, planes. I was like, oh
That's
my
what,
God.
yeah, that's why we were good to hang out with them at Download. And yeah, I think meeting these people and it's kind of like I love the gritty behind the scenes of bands and getting to meet people and talk to them. And I've obviously seen you play some of the ones for Bloodstock, the
Metal to the Masses stuff. we used
Melt
to
to the
do,
Masses. Yeah, so I've had the privilege of coming to some of them, and I do see it as a privilege because I like being in the loop with things and. I've carried some of your shit in, and I've even done doors for one of yours.
I was going to ask you if you wanted to come and do some filming, Stu.
Yes, I know. We're
will.
going to do some filming for the Metal Tongue podcast. So
We can do
got
both.
a nice
We can
little
do
camera.
some. We can do some on the way up and do some fans at the same
Yeah,
time.
but yeah, it's awesome. I think should be more of it and more smaller bands. But like you said, it's hard to maintain
It's hard
if
it's
you've
hard,
not got the support.
Yeah, and it's really hard to actually have the time to do it all.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like it is like a full-time job.
Because I think we also want to do, at some point, try and do some chats with some bands as well on the local circuits and smaller runs, I suppose. I don't know how we're going to work that, or how small or big it's going to be, or how it's going to look, but I know we do want to catch up with some people and do some little interviews maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be fun. Maybe we can ask the Colony Boys or the Collapse the Void Boys.
Yeah, we can do it either a webcam or we can do it via in person. It depends how the logistics work out or what opportunities are in front of us, I suppose.
Absolutely.
You know, obviously you're quite lucky
want...
because you got gigs with these people all the time, so...
Yeah, it might be an easy way of doing it. Maybe if we could do some short segments with...
do another steak night.
We could do another steak night.
That was good. I like that steak.
That was good. That was very good, yeah. That was the gig in Swansea, wasn't it?
Yes. I was going to say Fuel, but it wasn't Fuel, was it?
No, it was Swansea. We went to late night
where I
steak.
almost took out that disabled person in the wheelchair. Yeah. That floor. Honestly, I was pushed and I couldn't stop.
That was a very avid mosh pit.
Yeah.
With many a person in it, and you went flying into a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Which was,
I felt awful.
She was also at the Fit for a King gig the week before.
Yeah, because my wife stopped me from taking her out.
Yeah.
My wife clotheslined me.
Literally, it was class. But that's the closest we've ever come to stopping a song to be like, "You okay?" We stopped.
Like, because you did a bit of a crowd check because it was like getting a bit hectic. But yeah, if you're in those areas, do a floor check, make sure they're not going to be that slippy.
Yeah.
I think someone spilled the drink on the floor, and that's what made it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They don't come with ice rinks.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, if we've gone to download and we've had a great time, obviously we want to do an episode of whether we do that on YouTube and we film it, or whether we do both podcast and film it. Logistically, we're gonna have to work that out.
It might have already come out.
Might be tied. Yeah, it might have already come out, but like we're not sure what we're going to do with that. But it'll be interesting because we want to kind of give our feedback. Hopefully, get the girls talking as well. I don't know if they want to be on camera, but
wow, they want to be a part of it. They gotta do the deed. They get on camera. That sounded really dodgy.
That sounds like
that's not what I meant.
It sounds like the couch I'm sat on has been rehearsed on.
Funny story, actually. The first time I ever met Stu and Kate, and it was we hung a barbecue that we used to have with our friends Sam and Nats. Yeah, Shed Bar. And they used to do one a couple of times a year, whatever, or like every year. And
I know where you're going.
I genuinely thought they were swingers.
We were just opening conversation.
It was just opening conversation.
Yeah,
I was not used to that, I genuinely thought they were swinging.
We don't tend to shy away from talking about crap that we want to talk about. You know, we have a laugh and, you know, we do take the mick. You know, and sometimes when we all get together, it just gets a bit hectic. I miss those times, but sometimes things change and we can't help that. But
yeah, it's just lives evolve, don't they?
Yeah. You know, especially we all got kids and you just got to, your life revolves around them, you know. I'm quite lucky now, mine are teenagers. Oh, I hate, my oldest is going to be 18. I know.
Are you gonna go out with his 18th birthday?
No, I'm not going to crash. I'll take him up for a pint, but I'm not going to fucking crash his style. I have told him if he gets shit-faced, I'll pick him up. I'll be pissed off, but I will pick him up.
Well, you can't. Whoa, Stu, you can't be pissed off.
I'm a hypocrite, Pete.
No. You go out, get pissed with him. I'll pick you up.
Yeah, my daughter's 14. I'm getting old. You saw a little weenie at home, a little child,
Yeah, you probably heard him in the background of some of the podcasts. Little Caleb.
Yeah.
And his little teddy bear Shomo. Yes, that is from Beartooth, and yes, that was, the Caleb name didn't come from Caleb Shomo, but the bear name was.
Where'd it come from?
We heard it, but we liked it anyway.
Yeah.
And then we were in Build a Bear on his first birthday, and we're like, oh, we need to call a bear a name. And I was like, Shomo, just for lols, and we did. Or Shobo, as he calls him.
Yeah.
So
Alice had a teddy bear. She's going to hate me for this, but she had a teddy bear that she calls Gorilla. She can never say gorilla properly, so she says Gorilla, and she still has it. So when you see her next, say always Gorilla.
Oh, I'm going to do that.
She'll be pissed off at me, let's put it that way.
Stu.
Yeah.
Just before we wrap things up.
Yeah.
Give me a song for people to check out this week.
A song for people to check out. Now, are we talking established bands?
Doesn't matter, just any song.
Bands?
It could be as long as it's not like something stupid like Enter Sandman by Metallica, which everyone already has heard. Give us a song for people to check out this week.
For me, then, you're going to have to come back to me on this one. Have you got one ready?
Yes.
I didn't seem confident.
Pure Ecstasy by Beartooth.
Pure Ecstasy by Beartooth.
Yeah, that's my recommendation for the week.
I'm going to have to go with Shinedown.
Okay, yeah.
I think they've got such a range of music, and they can go from, enjoying party moments to an emotional moment.
Yeah.
Check out Searchlight.
Oh, yeah, that's a good song. Yeah, I will say.
Yeah.
They actually, I know I said wrap this up, but I really enjoyed them at Download last year.
Yeah.
They did something I hadn't actually seen any other band do, and that's Coloured Fire, which was really cool.
Yeah.
That stuck with me.
They're a band that remind you to look to your left and look to your right. They've done it many times. I've seen them. They're like, look to your left, look to your right. You're all here together, and it kind of reminds the crowd that you're here all to enjoy yourselves. And going back on to, we've talked about dark things, and we've talked about things that affect us and stuff like that. But I mean, music saves everyone's lives. You can say that all the time. But it's not just the music, it's yourself, it's your peers, it's the people you surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
So when you're at Download, you've got these amazing people. We've helped loads of people.
Yeah.
People have helped us,
Absolutely.
And it's a great community to be part of, and that's why people call it a Download family. It's not just...
It's the alternative family, isn't it? It's outside, the mainstream and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean we should hate on people from the mainstream either.
No, I mean, if Busted turn up there to be on second stage headlining, don't shit on it, enjoy it, have a laugh.
Exactly. But yeah, just look out for each other, love each other, and I think that's probably the best advice we can give.
Yeah.
Be considerate.
Be kind, rewind for those retro people that used to remember tapes.
Be kind, rewind. Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
That's taking it back some years.
That is going back to videotapes, yeah.
Stu showing his greys in his beard now.
I know.
Doesn't have a beard in his moustache.
Yeah, I did have one grey hair.
But yeah. Anything you want to add before we wrap this up, Stu?
No, just keep checking us out, keep following us. We appreciate everyone. At the moment, our TikTok is getting more likes.
Which is nice, thank you very much.
Follow us, please, because I think we've only got a small amount of followers, but our likes on our videos are going up, and I'm ecstatically happy because it's like, something's working. And for me and Pete, this was just me and Pete hanging out and having a chat, to be honest with you.
And everything's got to start somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
So check out Collapse the Void.
Yeah,
check out The Colony.
Yeah.
Check out State of Deceit if you haven't already.
Maybe not them, but yeah.
But also, check out all these local bands.
Yeah.
Go and see a local show. It'll only cost you £5-10 to
This is it. Cheap gig. Get in there, have a laugh. You might get to meet some of the guys selling their own merch, buy their merch, ask them about their music, because
exactly.
They love that stuff because this is their baby,
And that's where people make money, or make enough money to keep it viable.
Keep it going, yeah, because it's not... It doesn't fund itself, and the money doesn't come out of nowhere.
No, exactly.
If you're a band like State of Deceit and Collapse Avoid, that money for those albums aren't coming from a record label.
No, it comes from us. It comes from our savings.
From your pockets, yeah.
Exactly. So,
if you want to hear another album, buy a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Go to a gig.
Yeah.
That's probably my last thought of the day.
And pick up a T-shirt at a gig.
Yeah.
And if you want to give a bit of extra money, just say, "Can I give you some extra money?" Because it's always very much appreciated. Anyway, I think that does it for this week.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for listening to us, checking us out.
Yeah. Sorry this episode was a bit eclectic, but we didn't not run out of ideas. We just wanted to do something to fill in a gap.
Just a bit of a
while we were busy
back episode, yeah.
And then we'll get back to structure things.
Yeah, we'll do one of these every now so often, just a little chat, catch up.
Back to basics.
Back to basics. Yeah, and we'll make sure our language is appropriate, Stuart.
Yeah.
For all podcasts. Because, just referencing earlier with the city voice, that's because you're not allowed to say the C word.
Naughty.
So
I gotta try and behave.
Naughty boy. But normal swearing's fine. That's for you Americans, that is. We love that word in the United Kingdom and particularly Australia. Go down south again, put some shrimp on a barbie, mate.
Ooh, don't get cancelled.
Don't get cancelled.
No.
But anyway, So, like we said, check out these bands on social media. Collapse the Void, The Colony.
Yeah, I was going to say
and also make sure you follow us at the Metal Tongue Podcast, available on all all your normal streaming platforms and social media as well. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that shebang. Stu's busy there publishing everything, posting everything.
Not on X, because that's just that kind of...
We're not 90. No. We're not 90. So, follow us on social media. Make sure you share us with all your friends. Give us a like if you like the video. Give us a share. Follow us. Like, subscribe. And if you... subscribe. And if you want to buy a t-shirt, we might get some My Good Buddy t-shirts made at some point, maybe.
Yeah, with my good buddy.
With my good buddy Stu. Anyway, that's it for this week of the Metal Tongue Podcast. Be sure to check us back out next week, where we'll be back to normal service, or if not, we'll be back with our download review show or normal service. We're not quite sure yet.
We're busy.
We've got download next week, and then got other bits going on at home, so it's a bit difficult to get us in. That's why we've done this one. So
you don't miss out.
Without further ado, make sure you like the Metal Tongue Podcast. Make sure you share the Metal Tongue Podcast, and last but not least, make sure you listen next week on the Metal Tongue Podcast. Alright.
Yeah, just talking shit really. I started running out of ideas halfway through, so...
What do you mean you started running out of ideas? You mean your phone died and you didn't know what to say?
Yeah, my phone... No, it's not. It's on 2%. My phone's on 2%, and we could have done a scripted, not scripted, but a noted one. But, I mean, those ones aren't really finished and planned, because we tend to finalise them closer to the episode.
We can sort them out download, can't we?
Yeah, we can do. I've got some great ideas coming up, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
But But no, we'd run out of ideas. It's like I started talking about some like gigs and stuff like that, and then it just went
a bit off on one, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite serious. Yeah,
a bit serious, yeah. I think it's important to get that serious stuff in there to remind people that we're all human.
Yeah, definitely. Are we all human, Stu?
Am I human?